Hello, and welcome to another episode of This Old Car. Today, I'm looking at my 2002 Ford Escape, and you can see everything's all kind of discombobulated there. Let me tell you why. Okay guys, the headlight's missing. I pulled that out because it's got moisture in it. I'll show you that in a sec. And as I mentioned, here is our headlight of the Escape, and somebody has drilled, you might not be able to see it, but right at the fingertip there's a tiny little hole, and you guessed it, tiny little hole to drain the moisture out, as that's the bottom ledge. However, this headlight was just swimming in water, so I think these were blocked out with debris and mold. So what I'm hoping to do, because I'm extremely cheap, is bring this to work, and through the back I'm going to apply, we have a smoke machine. Basically it pressurizes it very low, like 1.5 psi, and does it with smoke, so I can check where all the leaks are. Yes, I will have leaks in all these little places, so clear silicone will fix that. In fact, I think I have some here. Anyway, that's just a distraction. I don't know. Oh, here it is. I do. Clear silicone right there. Supreme stuff. So I'm hoping to just gag these holes. I don't think that's the right word. Gag holes? Like, yikes. I'm going to fill these holes. And hopefully there's no other leaks. Because I'm sure a headlight isn't cheap. They're probably 80 bucks on the eBay or a cheapy Amazon one anyway. Maybe I should check. Anyway. What we're really here to do is to pull off the cats, and I've actually done one. This is the front catalytic converter. Sorry for the poor lighting. And what happened on this Ford Escape was it had misfires from a coil, likely. This was done before. That is a dirty hand. Yikes. Oh no. Misfires caused a meltdown of the cat. And there's a ball of that melted down honeycomb material in there. I could probably show you if I really cared to, but whatever. It's in there and it's all blown out. And I've took down this little piece of the exhaust pipe here. This was very difficult to get off. I had to grind off a bolt. And while doing that, I grazed the pipe. So, mind you, this flex joint is pretty cockroached too. So I'm actually going to be replacing this piece at Lordco. It's 162 bucks. I know it's pricey, but it's one of those things. So what happened was this thing pooped out all its guts into this Y pipe. Through the Y pipe. This is where the other bank joins up, bank 2, or the back cylinders. And, oh, sorry about the messy bench here. I'm also out of breath, but all of that material went into this cat, and you can see it is chocked full of melted down, destroyed catalytic converter. This is plugged right now. I could, if I was really up to that sort of thing, I'd put my mouth over here, blow in, and nothing's coming through. Now if I look at the other end, some of this crud is dump out right now, but the other end's good. That's because this cat itself is actually okay. The only thing is it's got a bunch of melted metal in there. So what I'm going to do, this is the third cat in series, basically. Oh, sorry, it's a series parallel. I've got two separate cats, 1 and 2 on the back cylinders. And then this is the third one. This isn't monitored with oxygen sensors, so you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a nice piece of pipe that's, you know, 1/8 of an inch bigger than this. And this is very quickly going to be replaced. I'm just going to cut it off. So I'm going to pick up this new pipe for 162. And the new one's going to come with this flange, which I'm going to remove right there. I'm going to cut that off. And I'm going to put that new pipe over where it's going to replace this cat. Now, here's the reason I'm making this video. I know that this cat was melted down. I know that its pieces are in the cat. That's our problem. Best practice would be to replace that rear manifold as well. I realize that. However, it is a not so nice job to replace. Let me show you. Okay guys, just crawling under the vehicle now. There's the shop. And looking up under the vehicle, you can see my leaky oil pan. This engine's been replaced, and I noticed there's this oil cooler here. This is my other question. There's cooling lines that are not used here. So right now my oil isn't getting cooled. Where the heck do these two lines hook up? I've looked on eBay. I found a hose, but I don't know where it goes. If you could tell me, that would be great. Hashtag Ford Escape problems. So anyway, our rear cat, you can see dumps out right here. And after we focus, wait for it, focus. Oh, come on. And we can see inside of this cat, hopefully, This one actually looks okay. Now this is the bottom, so this is going to be the last part to melt, I would think. But what I'm hoping to do, and there's the rest of the cat. This is the exhaust manifold. You can see this is not a nice one to get out. We've got our axle shaft in the way. We've got our alternator in the way. We've got a lot of things in the way. If I could possibly avoid doing this, that would be great. Also, you can see I unfortunately had to grind this bolt off to get this sucker off. So if I reuse this cat, I'll have to put a new bolt in there. Hopefully I can just smash this stud out, which I will be trying very shortly, and just replace this with a bolt. Maybe I can just put a little bit of the heat on there and smash it through. So what do you think? Should I leave this cat? I'm tempted to say yes. But what I'd like to do is pull the pre-cat O2 sensor. The post O2 sensor was mounted right here. You'll see, you maybe saw earlier in the Y pipe, it's right here. So I'm hoping to get up there and first of all find out where the heck that oxygen sensor is. I see a connector. Oh, EGR. EGR. So there's our oxygen sensor there. And I can only jam the camera in there. I can't actually reach it. But my hope is to get that oxygen sensor out, jam the borescope in there. I might borrow it from an unknown source, Mercedes, and hopefully figure this out. So that's where things are at right now. To get to that O2 sensor, I'm thinking it might be easiest to do from up top. And yes, I would have to remove the intake manifold. But you know what? I'd rather do that than have to replace a cat that's perfectly good. If this cat is good, why would I spend... Honestly, these cats each are $750 from Lordco. Yes, I can get eBay specials that may not be quite manufacturer spec for less than $600 for the pair. But if I can spend only $250 on one cat, the front one, and $162 for the Y pipe, and $24.99 for a a piece of pipe to replace the third cat, I'll be quite happy. So we're going to stay tuned with this Ford Escape project, and I want to take this moment to thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for laughing with me as well as I both know that I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you very much.